Hey everybody, it's Holly Fogel, the 1 Hour Coach. Wanted to just give you an update on how my life is going since I started working and living in the Oola framework. Just as a recap, that's where you kind of break out your day into fitness, finance, family, and field, and round it out with faith, friends, and fun. And the cool thing is that throughout my day, as I'm completing activities, I'm reflecting, was that time spent in the fun category? Was that time spent in the fitness category, in my field? Was I working on my finances? Uh, was I working in my faith circle? So again, it's really cool to be able to reflect throughout the day, how many of the 7 F's am I able to spend time in so that I can live a balanced life in an unbalanced world. One of the things I'm finding that I really like about the Oola framework is these little 3x5 cards. And what these have become is I start each morning, I have the date on the top, and then you break the card into two halves, Skittles on one side and oranges on the other. So the oranges really reflect the larger goals, the big goals that I'm going for in each of the 7 F's. And maybe you don't have one in all 7. Right now I do. And so the oranges are little activities that I can do every day that's moving toward the orange goal. So just for an example, I'm trying to get to a certain goal weight. So one of my oranges today was 47 minutes on the treadmill. That was an orange. That was a big thing that reflects directly to my fitness goal. So each day I'm trying to do something toward my fitness orange. The Skittles, on the other hand, are just the things that we have to do throughout the day. So I'm holding that ABC challenge. I had to work on the new checklist. That's not, the ABC challenge wasn't a huge goal for me. It was an incremental goal that keeps my field moving forward and helps my finances, but it's not one of my big field F's. Those are a lot bigger. So when I'm trying to accomplish something toward my field, I have to be doing something bigger toward one of those goals. And so one of my field goals is starting a new concept that I'm not really ready to launch yet and talk about, but I've been doing things behind the scenes. So every time that I do something behind the scenes on that, that's toward an orange. And what you're trying to do is make sure you get at least 3 activities a day toward your oranges. And then everything else on the left, like I had a Zoom call with an agent, that's just part of my field. It was fantastic, but it didn't have to really reflect to my big orange goal for my field. And then I had things to do around the house. I had to walk the dog. I'm doing stuff with the Faces of the Villages website, my PNC challenge. I had to write my notes. So the Skittles are all the little day-to-day things, are to-do things, which are great, and you have to get them done. And it's keeping me more focused on what I'm doing. So every activity I do, I get to write on my little card. And it gives me that sense of satisfaction as I check them off on my list. And then just knowing that I'm doing 3 things toward my larger goals that after a year could completely transform where I am in respect to my 7 F's. That's what I love about it. It's these little incremental things that I always talk about, being consistent, staying the course, enjoying the compound effect, which is why I started that activity-based challenge. It all coincides, and all these really cool things are starting to happen because I'm more proactive and intentional in all these different areas. So at the end of the day, I don't feel like, geez, I just spent 10 hours in my field. I can spend an hour in my field and then go for a walk toward my fitness. I can spend time with my dog or go have lunch with Mike. That's my family. I had breakfast with my mom the other morning. And that was time spent with family. So there's all these just cool ways to break out your day. I just cannot say enough about this. I'm offering again, just look below here. If you want to just download just the wheel, the Oola wheel, which will let you know, where are you? Are you balanced? Are you out of balance? What area have you been neglecting? And if you improved in certain areas, could it improve the area that's been neglected? So the wheel is guided through questions. You'll give everything a grade. You'll be able to plot it out. I'm getting great feedback from the folks that have downloaded the wheel, and they were surprised how out of balance they were. Other people were like, wow, I'm in balance, but I'm really low. Like I'm not living a full life. I'm in the low area in all of these, which is fine. But now they want to improve in all areas so they can incrementally increase that wheel and have a nice, big, fat, inflated tire that runs really smooth on all cylinders. So download the wheel. It's step one. It'll just give you some great insight, give you, just some direction on where you might want to focus some of your time, energy, and commitments and purpose as you move through the rest of 2022. If you want to take it a step further and find out more about how I help people actually figure out their path and their plan, love to chat. Otherwise, just enjoy the wheel. Just enjoy the wheel. It's really cool. Each day when I finish my 3x5 card, a lot of people have been sending me pictures of their 3x5 cards. So I think it's starting to take off and people are having some positive impact. But anyway, when I finish my cards, I'm just starting my big jug there. And by the end of the year, I'm going to have 365 of these cards. Some days if I'm off, it might be blank, or I'm still putting in the fun that I'm having, or the things that I'm doing for fitness, fun, friends, whatever. So it's just not all work. Life is not all about work. And you're going to feel so much happier and just more fulfilled and having fun. So these little 3x5 cards and the Skittles and oranges, I didn't know how much of an impact they were going to have on my life, but they certainly are. And I hope they have an impact on your life as well. I hope you have a great weekend and, make it great. Make it great.